Hello. It is day 6. It's like after 3 p.m. and this is the first I'm recording today because my phone has been busy. I had to edit day 1 to 5 altogether, and then I had to export the video, and that took forever. And then I was uploading it onto YouTube from my phone, and if I do too much on my phone whilst it's uploading, it just takes forever, so I just don't touch my phone. And then I've been on my lunch now for like 20 minutes, but I've been on hold to my doctor for about 20 minutes. Even though I was number 1 in the queue, I was still on hold for ages. Where's number 6? There we go. Ooh. This is showing up pinker on my screen, but that, I guess it is very pink. It's nice. You can see how the variegation here is really nice. But yeah, what a day! Oh my goodness. So didn't want to get out of bed. Shock horror. And then I started editing the videos, and I worked a little bit on my carved sweater again this morning. Still haven't got that last row of lace work done, but I'm actually not going to spend any time on it just now on my lunch break, because I don't know how well you'll see it, but my nail is broken all the way down to here. And I'm so worried that I'm going to catch it and rip it, because that's definitely well up onto the skin bed. So I am going to go upstairs and give myself a little nail polish treatment. Everyone normally wants really fancy nails for Christmas. I'm just going to paint mine black, because if I put some gel polish on, that should hopefully stop this one from catching and ripping and hurting like hell, because it's so far down. But it's probably my own fault, because when I had my fake nails for the wedding, I don't follow the correct rules to get them off, and so I ended up just kind of forcing them off, and I have probably done this to myself. So let's go upstairs, let's get all the nail polish and the UV lamp and stuff out and get these done before I have to go back to work. This is a room you guys haven't been in for a while. So I've got the nails ready. I've filed them down, shaped them, and then kind of like scratch the top layer of my nail off, like my sister taught me, because my sister does nails and makeup for a living. So I don't want to do like a super rushed job, but I kind of don't have a lot of time to do this, so we'll see how bad these turn out. As long as I can get like probably maybe like a week's growth, then it might not turn out too bad. Like my nail might not break as painfully. Like that's literally why I'm doing this just now, because I just know in my heart of heart that this will catch and it will hurt. My UV lamp is so cold because it's been sitting in this room. Talking of this room, there's a big giant gape, like hole above the window in here. Something just fell off my drying rack. I and we've sealed it up on the inside, but we need someone to come seal it up from the outside. And we've been chasing somebody to do this since before summer, and the company that we're going to do it just kept putting us off, giving us excuses, saying they weren't in the area that week, yada yada yada. Basically they weren't getting a job. Like, this job wouldn't pay as well as another job, so they took other jobs before ours. And I've finally just got so sick of waiting that I've gone back to our letting agent and been like, this needs fixed. Like, we have -5 or -5, however you want to say it, degree weather, and sitting in a room that has a gaping hole to the outside is not good. Like, we raised this hole when the wasps were getting in, and then before that we'd reported the windows because apparently a lot of the mastic on the outside is not there. And yeah, we've been sitting waiting for somebody to do the job, and I got so sick of waiting that I contacted the letting agent, basically being like, this needs sorted. We have -5 degree weather here. This is not good for anybody's health, never mind 2 people with pre-diagnosed chronic medical conditions. So it seems that somebody is going to be coming out on Monday, but I need to remind them that the windows they're going to be looking at are not on the first floor, and they either need a really good long ladder or they're going to need scaffolding, and I really don't see our landlord being okay with paying for scaffolding. Mind you, I can't say that for certain. Her landlord's actually been really good. It's just all the contractors that are really shite. I'll update in the next stage. So I kind of forgot to jump back on after I said I would update on the nails, because I actually ran out of time and I was a little bit late to go back to work. So they're really badly done. Turns out I don't have the best nail doing ability. This is the better hand of the two. This is the not so good hand. But yeah, they're done now. Hopefully, again, that will just stop the nail from catching and causing excruciating pain for anyone that's ever caught their nail really far up on the nail bed. So yeah, we'll see how long they last as well. If I have to redo them, then I will take more time and care and not rush it like crazy. But yeah, I have no idea what our plans are for tonight. Scott has dishes to do because he didn't do them last night. We have a deal that the dishes are his chore, and I will happily clean the bathroom, including the toilet, every time, because I can't stand the little bits in the water. I'm pretty sure like we rinse all the plates and stuff as well, but still, no. So yeah, no idea what tonight's gonna look like. I would love if we could play some more God of War. We're on to Ragnarok now, and just relaxing and knitting, that kind of thing. So we'll see. I might put the heating on soon. I've been in my hoodie all day, but there's still like quite a chill in the air. My hands are feeling it really, really bad. I do have these, which you do plug in and it gives a little bit of heat, and they're great, but I'm not going to make my desk for too much longer. So yeah, we'll see how the night goes. Work was interesting today. I kept having to chase people for work, and then it took them probably until like 2 minutes before they finished to come back and be like, hey, yeah, we don't have this. I'm like, I emailed you hours ago. Like, you couldn't have just sent that 2-minute message like hours ago? No? Okay. So hopefully tomorrow's a better day, more productive day. I don't know what I'm saying. It was a very productive day for me, even though people weren't sending me the work they were meant to send me. So, oh, the joy. where you have to work with multiple teams. And when you got trained up for an hour and a half and then the person that has trained you is now off on annual leave. Hope you're enjoying your time off, Steph. It's not a dig in any way. It is just our company's logic. So yeah, I didn't get too much done on my dad's sock, but I'm basing this off of my cutout for my foot because we have the same size feet. So we'll see how this goes. I've got about 1.5 inches more to go, and then I will put in the Fish Lips Kiss heel. And yeah, hopefully that will be flying off the needles sooner rather than later, because I know he is feeling the cold really bad just now. So catch up with you later. I have officially started the Fish Lips Kiss heel, and we are, well, we're taking a break just now, but we're playing God of War Ragnarok. Hello. But yeah, decided to work on this tonight. I got the last round of, let me turning, oh shite, knocked over a glass bottle. Got the last round of lace work done, and then got a couple of rounds of straight knitting on the carved pullover. But I've decided to stop for tonight and work on my dad's socks just to give my wrists a bit of a break. So that is exactly what I'm doing. And yeah, I knocked over my glass bottle of Iron Brew. It's good. The lid was on, so it's okay.
I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this right now. But that's Vlogmas. So we did this. So I picked him up from school. We went to Build-A-Bear. I got this one. Camden got the Christmas axolotl. His name is
Good morning, everyone. Day 7. Should have coughed before I started recording. It's Thursday today, and it is the first Thursday of the month, so I am off to the craft group that I set up. This is our second last meeting of the year, and I honestly don't know how many people are going to be turning up tonight, but I also have to drop Scott's car off at our friend's house, who is going to drive it to his garage tomorrow, do a bunch of work on it and put it through its MOT, and then we'll get the car back tomorrow night. It's an expensive day, y'all. That car is going to cost us over 400 quid to get fixed. Not overly chuffed, but it hasn't needed a lot of work up until now. Unfortunately, we have just hit that point where the car is old enough that it is starting to need work. So we are going to try and get it through just one more year and then look to getting a new to us second-hand car. I don't think we could ever afford a brand new car. That's no shade in anyone that can. It's awesome. But we can't afford a brand new car. Not when we still have our honeymoon to pay off, spending money to save up for. And we both have habits that need funding. So my books and yarn, his wrestling, and like Marvel and DC stuff. So it's all good. So I've already made my cup of tea in the morning. In case you hadn't figured out, tea is the first thing I drink, if not some water. It is just what I do in the morning. It is not for the podcast or for online. It's legit what I drink first thing in the morning. So tea has been acquired. Teresa's live has been watched. This is my hair fresh out of a shower, in case anyone is curious why it looks a wee bit wet. But I was watching Teresa's live and she was talking about Doritos and how in the Netherlands, when she was in the airport, a packet of Doritos said Cool American. So I now have to go check the 2 packets of Cool Doritos that I have in the cupboard to see if it's like Cool Original or Cool American or just Cool. I've got a feeling it's just Cool, but I could be wrong. But I'm just realising how messy I look today. I like wearing a long sleeve under a short sleeve in winter because it's just an extra layer, you know. And I'm just working on my dad's sock. I start working in 25 minutes, so I've got enough time to chill and drink my tea. But let's finish this bit here and let's get the yarn advent done. So we're looking for day 7. Ooh, like a baby pink. Oop, just spinning myself around. Oh, that's quite true to colour. Yeah, I've missed a couple of clips of turning the camera around and showing the colour. I haven't joined this one up. Let's see. So this was yesterday's and then today's. Let's see. Oh, if I pull that, you're gonna move. So yeah, that was day 6 and this is day 7. I am thoroughly enjoying this yarn advent. Like, it's just so pretty. I like the fact that so far it could change, but I don't think it will. There's no like seriously variegated or speckled yarn. Like, I don't mind variegated and speckled, but I think when it comes to like a yarn advent, I really prefer the gradients than like just random. If I wanted like random ones, I would sign up for like a monthly mini skein subscription or something like that. So yeah, done that for today. Right, let's go check the cupboard for the Doritos. I don't know why I'm so amused by this. So I have 2 different packets. They both say Cool Original. Nothing about Cool American flavour. Yeah, just Cool Original. The things you randomly check one day. And because there has been talk of Doritos, I will be leaving these out so that I can munch on them later on. Oh, laughing and recording does not go well. Sorry for the shaking. I have just remembered it's Christmas jumper day in my work. Even though I'm working from home, they want us to photograph ourselves wearing something, so I'm just going to grab something at the cupboard. It's really not much. I thought I had a Darth Vader Sithmas, but I can't seem to find it. Oh, I wonder where my Stitch Christmas jumper is. Let me check some. Okay, I've picked. It doesn't love Stitch. So I gotta get a photo of myself wearing it, send it on to my team senior, who is going to put it as part of the team's photos so that everyone can feel a part of the group. Don't think they expect people to work that are working from home to do it, but hey ho, I'm nothing if not surprising. So there's actually a story behind this Stitch sweatshirt, and last Christmas, Scott, like after Christmas, probably actually into like January or something, Scott kind of shouted on me from the other room. He was like, "Why is this in my stuff?" And I'm like, "I don't know, what is it?" And he's just like, "It's your sweatshirt. Why is it in my stuff?" And I was just like, I've never seen that sweatshirt before in my life. He's like, "Yeah, you have. It's yours." And I was just like, "Scott, seriously? Not messing. I have never seen that sweatshirt before in my life." And he went dead silent for a moment. And he just kind of was like, "Whoops." And I was just like, "What?" And he's just like, "I was meant to give you this as a Christmas gift. I'm sorry." And I was just like, "See, I told you I'd never seen it before." So this sweatshirt could have been worn last year, but I had no idea it existed. It was in a cubby in our IKEA Kallax unit. It was in his cubby, to be precise, hence why he was like, "Why is this in my stuff?" And yeah, now I finally get to wear it, and it's very nice and cozy, I can confirm. It's just funny how he was getting so up in arms about it and be like, "But it's yours, like, you must know about it." And I'm like, never seen it before. Didn't even know you could get a sweatshirt like that. So yeah, just thought I'd fill that in. Right, sadly, I need to go get logged on for work. It might not have been half an hour yet. I've still got just over 10 minutes, but they kind of expect you online at 10 instead of just trying to get online at 10. So yeah, hopefully today is going to be a good day. Hello. It is considerably later in the day. I have been and gone to craft group. I've dropped the car off with our friend to take it into his garage tomorrow, and I'm now home. I have a steaming cup of decaf for the evening, which is now the perfect temperature for drinking. And I don't know if I said earlier, but I got two Too Good To Go bags. Too Good To Go bags are, if you're not in the UK, just so rudely interrupted by my sister. As I was saying, I got two Costa Too Good To Go bags, and a Too Good To Go bag is when food is about to go out of its use by date, and companies put them up as like a grab bag, and it's normally a ton cheaper than what you would pay for the items individually. So got myself one and I got my mum one, and in mine was a blueberry muffin, a gingerbread muffin, some sort of lemon tart, whatever you want to call it, and two sandwiches. So for $3.50, that's really not bad for Costa, because you're probably looking at like £2, £2.50, £3 for just a muffin. So $3.50 for 3 cakes and 2 sandwiches was pretty darn good in my opinion. So yeah, my sister phoned, and hence why the muffins started getting eaten. But I'm now home, chilling in bed. Had my electric blanket on to kind of heat me through, but that's now been turned off. I am going to continue reading my book. I kind of gave up last night at, I think it was like 1:45 I stopped reading. At quarter to 1 in the morning, I stopped reading last night. So I'm going to start reading earlier so that I don't stay up super late. Makes sense in my head, okay? But yeah, I didn't record anything at craft group because I didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. But it was a really quiet night. A lot of people weren't able to make it, what with being so close to Christmas, and they must just be busy like preparing or seeing friends and family. So that's absolutely fine. There's absolutely no requirement to attend any of the meetups. So I think in total there was 6 of us tonight when there's normally probably like 15 of us. So that was nice to see 6, well, 5, because I was one of them. So yeah, that was really nice. I worked on my carved pullover. I took a sock with me just in case the carved pullover was too much for my wrist, but I didn't end up working on that. So yeah, I'm going to go enjoy my muffin, and I'm just going to relax and read my book. So talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good morning. Or good afternoon or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. Do you know I got that from a work meeting because I work for an international company and we tend to have meetings like cross country. So we can have meetings with like people in the US, we can have meetings with people in like Australia. Okay, maybe not Australia. I don't think we've got an office in Australia. But like we can have meetings with the UK, people in Asia and people in America, and so it's obviously like the most polite just to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are tuning in from or dialing in from. I've got a sneeze just waiting. I think we're okay. But yeah, I took that from a work meeting and I thought that was really cool. So yeah, it's Friday. Yay! Survived a whole week of December, including snow. I will take that as a win. Still don't have my tree up. Don't know if I'm actually going to bother putting it up because Christmas is 100% postponed in our household. But you never know. The fancy to decorate might take over. But we'll see. So the plan for today is log in for work, unfortunately. Do a full day's work, unfortunately. Wait for our car to get dropped back off because today is the day it goes in and gets over £400 worth of work done. I think I told you all the issue with like the battery and stuff. Well, today it's getting suspension arms replaced, and I think like brake pads and brake discs and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure. It's all been sorted through Scott and his mate, who's our mechanic. So yeah, we've got to wait for the car to come back, and then depending on when we get the car back is going to be dependent on whether we go out for dinner tonight. I got an unexpected card through the post yesterday with money from somebody I don't talk to, and I went very low contact with, so we kind of just want the money out the house. We could return it, but that just opens a whole other can of worms that I'm not ready to deal with, or the energy it's going to take to deal with it. So we're just going to go out, treat ourselves to dinner tonight at Stalin, the Scottish kitchen. Absolutely beautiful food. We went just after the wedding with my friend Hannah, who came over for the wedding from Hawaii, and the amount of food they can do gluten-free was phenomenal. And we had probably one of the best dinners we've had in a long time, so that was really, really good. So hopefully get there tonight, but all really depends on when we get the car dropped off. If we don't get tonight, we're thinking about going tomorrow after we go see my parents. So yeah, I would also really love to go see like the Christmas lights out in the town. But that's either going to be, I think that would be Saturday night. What else? Sunday, I don't think we're doing anything. I think we're staying in on Sunday. And then next week, I only have 3 days of work and then I'm off. And we are going to Edinburgh. So it's my sister's birthday on the 14th, and we are going through to Edinburgh to go see Wicked. But we're going to be through at about 3 p.m. on the Thursday, so we can go drop our stuff off at the hotel, because I think we're both taking like really small suitcases. And then we can probably double back to the market or something in Edinburgh. And then I don't think we booked our bus until 2 p.m. for the return. So again, we can do some stuff in Edinburgh depending on when we wake up. And yeah, so that's next week. As always, my Vlogmas episodes are not super interesting. I don't have the capacity during the week to take you out and about. I work 10 until 6, so by 6 p.m. it is pitch black outside. You ain't gonna see much. So anything that involves kind of like trying to get out just before it gets dark, so to see like the Christmas lights and stuff, that would have to be weekends. So it would seem a lot of people in my work are having issues getting logged on this morning or accessing certain systems. So I'll have the joy of having to deal with that in 40 minutes time. I don't want to bother logging on early. I could. My senior probably wouldn't mind. I might actually just log on at past. I don't know. I'm also waiting to hear if I won the Christmas quiz. If I win the Christmas quiz, I get away an hour early. But considering there's like 30 people in my team, there could be other other people that answered them all correctly. Sorry for all the coughing. It's really the first couple of words I've spoke today. Take a drink of my tea, because of course I have a cup of tea. Ah, it's still too warm. I can drink it, but I feel like I'm burning my tongue. Right, Yarn Advent, day 7. No, day 8. I'm like, why can't I find 7? Day 8, jeez oh. Oh, whoops. Take the whole door off. It's okay, it was adjacent to one that's already open. This is definitely right up my alley, this colour. Got to love a neon pink, because that is exactly what it is. And I'm also deliberately recording from an angle that I can show off the chain. Yeah, chain of yarns. How cool does that look? Like seriously, how cool does that look? Becky and John are knocking it out of the park this year. Okay, I'm gonna go enjoy my tea. I don't think I've really got anything else to say just yet, but hopefully I can take you out tonight and the vlog will be a little bit more exciting. Maybe. Say hi, babe. Hi, babe. Give me a minute. Smile, babe. Hiya. It's been a long day. we went out for dinner after the car got returned to us. It's all fixed. It passed its MOT, thank God. And then we headed out for dinner. And exactly what happened last time, we enjoyed far too much good food and we are so full. Like, food coma full. And my energy levels have crashed, something awful. I was starting to get into like some body pains, probably due to the cold weather, probably just chronic illness related as well. So back in bed, in case you can't tell from the surroundings, and I've got the heating on because it's cold, and I'm just going to read my book for a bit, well, read my Kindle. So yeah, tomorrow is the start of the weekend. I don't really count Fridays because I still have to work. But I won our Christmas quiz, so I got off work an hour early, which was cool. And I worked through my lunch, so instead of finishing at 5, I actually finished at 4, which was pretty cool. Bear in mind I meant to finish at 6 o'clock. So yeah, I'm just chilling out, hoping that I don't feel so full anytime soon. We went to Stalin, the Scottish kitchen. I hope I'm saying that right. And it was delicious. They pretty much all of their menu can be made gluten-free and is celiac safe. So that's always really, really good for Scott. But we went to 2 shops afterwards, but it was so close to the shopping centre closing that we didn't really get to actually look around, which is probably a good thing because it was 2 bookstores and I'm on a book ban. Scott was looking for a graphic novel that he wanted for his Christmas. So that was going to be my gift to him, but we'll need to order it online. I wonder if you can see my little... I've got... Oh, yeah, here. I've got literally like a coil here in my hair. I've got one on this side as well, but my hair's a riot thanks to the weather. So tomorrow we are heading down to see my parents, weather dependent again. And then on Sunday, Scott's mum's coming around for a wee bit. But really, I just want to chill this weekend. It's going to be a busy week and weekend coming up. So I just want this weekend to be kind of chill. And then the weekend after that is obviously right in the lead up to Christmas. And we're not doing anything. So that'll be another chill weekend as well. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy my book and then probably an early night and hopefully a very good sleep. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Just vloggy back. It is a yucky day here on the west coast and I am shouting because I don't know how much snow it was going to pick up compared to the sound of the road. So it has been raining for 2 days?
It's been raining all my life, mate.
It's been raining for like 3 days solid, so there is some slight flooding on roads inside towns and cities. But we are headed down to see my parents. That is Dumbarton Castle, in case anyone's curious. So yeah, yucky roads. I've got my knitting, a bit of focus, working on the carved pullover. I have brought the sock for my dad to get him to try it on, but I'm working on this in the car. We were listening to tunes until I started recording, so we're going to go back to doing that.
Tunes!
He's wagging his tail every now and again. The curtain moves.
I can see the curtain moving. Right.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Oh wow, that's right. We've been home for a wee bit since we were out down at my parents', and then we stopped in at Tesco's, got some stuff, and then we went to my parents'. We were there for a wee bit, and then on the way home we stopped in at Lidl to get more stuff because Scott's mum's coming around tomorrow and he has this notion to cook her soup, like use all the soup that we have in our freezer. So I kind of wanted to replenish my soup stock, so I just got a bunch more veggies. But while we were out, I got a notification that my parcel had been delivered, and it was for the next commission, which is the axolotl. But these colours, this one's coming out very bright. This one is actually quite bright as well. Because I had to message the person that is ordering the axolotl to tell them that the colour they originally wanted has been out of stock for over a week, and there's only so much waiting I can do to get the axolotl ready for Christmas. To be fair, these work really, really well together, but I don't know if he realises how bright he picked. To be fair though, I have learned from the past that you just send them to the link to the yarn you intend to use and you make them pick the colour. So he picked Fiesta, which is this one. And I went back and I was just like, hey, can't get the blue that you wanted. Would it be okay if I went with this colour instead? Which seems to be the closest one to what you picked, which was French Navy. So, yeah, got the yarn. I can start the commission. I've also decided I'm going to try and find a different minion pattern and try and just work it into what I have already made. And I also got somebody contacted Scott asking if I'd be able to remake something which has been damaged. So it seems I'm going to be kept nice and busy. I really don't mean that in a bad way. So let's see, day number 9. Yeah, I don't think I've actually said that. Today's day 9. It is Saturday. And the colour for today is, I'd say it's like a redder pink. Let's see if we can compare it to the last one. So yeah, it's redder than the pink, so we must be going into like our reds now, maybe, don't know, I could be wrong, considering I accidentally just gave myself a sneak peek of day 14 because I ripped the door the wrong way. But I think these are looking so good. Can't wait to see the final result. So yeah, been down at my parents', done some car knitting. I got my dad to try on his sock. It is looking like it's going to be a perfect fit. I cast on 68 stitches. Well, I didn't cast on 68 stitches. I cast on 14, done my toe increases up until 68 stitches. I've done a fish lips kiss heel, and then once I've got like an inch past the heel, I have increased by 2 stitches, and then I've gone around like 18 rows and I've increased another 2 stitches. So I am at 72 stitches just now. And because I took my sock project out last night with us when we went out for dinner, I got quite a bit of the leg done. So when I've got my dad to try on, he's been like, oh, could we go to, so for example, like the sock's kind of like to here and he wants it just like another inch. So I said, well, what about ribbing? And then I think that kind of confused him. I was like, well, do you know what? If you want your sock to go to that length, I can do ribbing from now until that length. So I've got about an inch of ribbing to do. I might do just a couple more rounds of plain knitting and then I'll go into the ribbing. But yeah, it feels like it's been a long day. I sleep with an eye mask. Like so many different tangents. I sleep with an eye mask, and at some point during the night I took the eye mask off, and we've got a duvet and then we've got a quilted throw that goes over the top. in winter. And at some point I'd thrown the quilt and the duvet off because I was too warm, believe it or not, because I had my electric blanket on before I went to bed. I turn it off when I go to bed. And then at some point again during the night, I've pulled the duvet back, but not the quilt. So I was trying to like pad around in the bed sheets trying to find my eye mask this morning, and I couldn't find it. And I was just like, well, it's either going to be over the quilt, under the quilt, or under the duvet. It turned out it was under the duvet as well. So I don't know what I was doing last night to get my eye mask off, but it's like the second time it's happened this last month. And normally I'm absolutely fine. The only time I'll normally take it off is if I'd have to nip to the bathroom, in which case I'll just put it up a little bit. So, could have slept longer. Wish I'd slept longer. Considering I went to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. I've got to stop reading my book so late. So yeah, I am honestly probably just going to read for a wee bit. Been scrolling on my phone since like I got home. So I gotta stop scrolling on my phone and actually do something more productive. Hey ho. The body just clearly wanted to rest. Scott is away having a nap just now. He will wake up at around 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then we'll have dinner, and then we'll be chilling out. His mum's coming around tomorrow, so there's going to be some cleaning being done. I need to remember to take the soup out of the freezer and defrost that. Do I defrost it, or do I just make a brand new batch? Dunno. But yeah, I am tired. I am extremely low energy. It's cold, so I might put a blanket on or put the heating on or something. I'm just going to get my Kindle, good old trusty Kindle, and I honestly need like a pop socket or something, because it's getting really sore, because that's how I would hold it. 3 fingers at the back, 1 finger curled underneath, exactly like I would for a mobile, and then when it's actually open I just rest my thumb at the side. And it's getting a bit uncomfortable. It's getting... Whereas I saw that maybe it was like a Kickstarter or something, but like when you don't have a case on it, you've got something that slips onto this corner here, and it's got like what would normally be like a pop socket, so you can like put it between your fingers or something, and it sits on the corner. But I don't know, it kind of makes me feel like it would, because it just slips on and off, and I think it would just tip out and fall. But I also would love something that holds the Kindle, because I've got my music stand, but it's not the most secure thing in the world. Like, it's actually very loose and wobbly. But I've seen things you can get that clamp onto like the desk, because you're on my desk just now, and you can sit it in, but you can also get like a clicker, and you can click to turn pages. It's like the height of laziness. But I also think it'd be really cool for like in the bed, because when I'm in bed reading, like the cover's normally down or like at my tummy, and I feel like sometimes I want to lie down, but I don't want to sit like that with my Kindle like this, because then I'm gonna smack it off my face at some point. I will drop it. So I'm gonna look into that and maybe treat myself come January and get myself some sort of Kindle holder and clicker, so that I can be completely under the covers with my clicker under the cover with me, and just be like, change the page, check, next page, next page, next page. So yeah, none of you needed to know that, but welcome to my train of thought when I am very tired and extremely low energy. Hello. It's like 4:30 in the evening, and this is obviously the first I've recorded today. Oh, things are getting caught. I want to show off. Today's the 10th. I think it's the 10th. I did not look at my phone before I started recording. It's Sunday. I know that much. I'm gonna check. Yeah, it's the 10th. It is much later than I would probably have thought to record, but I woke up just before 10 and then kind of sat for a wee bit and then done some cleaning. My mother-in-law was over, not long left, and now it's just Scott and I. We're going to chill for a wee bit, but I just wanted to get on and record something before the day got completely away from me, because as soon as Scott's finished doing the dishes, we are probably just going to settle down. He's going to play God of War while I watch, and I just know that I'm going to get too comfy, too cozy, and not want to record. So I thought I would jump on and do a quick recording. But I wanted to show something new that I am in the process of making. I got my yarn order for the axolotl that I have been asked to make, and this is currently what it currently looks like. Doesn't look like very much. It's a very cute axolotl. It is not anatomically correct, let's put it that way. It's very, I don't know, just cute. Let's put it that way. So obviously not joined. The body is stuffed. The head is not, because I want to get safety eyes on it because it is for a little one. But yeah, this is what I am working on today. And I feel like this is great progress. So this is DK held double crocheted on a 4.5 millimeter. Yeah, 4.5, because 4 was just too tight. I was going to have it come out quite small. So I felt like a 4.5 was quite a good size in my opinion. So I've got 4 legs to make, 6 antennae, and then 3 fins. So we're going to have 2 arms, 2 legs, 3 antennae on the head, I think. Pattern's on my phone, that's why I can't look. I'm sure it's 3, well, all 6 are on the head, but 3 at each side, and then a fin at the bottom, and then 1 just off to each side. And it looks really cute. So the body is in the bright pink that I showed you yesterday, and then the fins and the antenna are going to be in the, it's really a blue, but it's like an electric blue. And then the arms are in pink as well, and then I'm going to put some safety eyes on. Like I say, it is for a little one. I'm sure she's like 7 or 8, maybe older. I actually don't know how old she is. So yeah, I thought this was working up really quick. Like I got this done between, probably between 11 and, yeah, between 11:45 and 1. Or maybe about 1:30, I got this worked on. So I think that's pretty good. So it means I'm definitely going to have it done well in time for Christmas, which is what it's for. Because my colleague could not find an axolotl for Christmas for his grandchild. What he could find, they would like 60 quid. But I later learned that that's for an actual, real life, living axolotl. I thought he was trying to find like a plushie, because apparently kids are really into axolotls right now. Who knew? Day 10. Here we go, down the bottom. I'm not gonna rip it like I did the other day. Ooh, we're on to the reds. I love a good red. Red used to be my favourite colour before I kind of swayed towards neons and rainbows. There's stuffing on the floor. So let's show off the red by itself. Is my camera focusing? There we go. Apple's good when it actually decides to work. So this against the last colour, which I said was quite a reddy pink. Oh, look at that. Honest to God, John and Becky have knocked it out of the park this year. Or just Becky. Here's how it's looking. Oh, I can't wait to fucking cast on with this. I don't know what I'm gonna make. I really don't. I also haven't weighed the yarn to find out how much. I'll do that after. But yeah, it's looking really, really good. Like, just look at that. I'm not in focus. Stupid camera. So yeah. Oh, I've got it covered in cat hair. What's the joy when you visit your parents who have cats and you love cats, and then you get covered in cat hair, and then it goes on to everything you touch for the rest of the day. But yeah. Oh, it's just looking so good. Like, such a great gradient. See, that's why I pick Amo yarns. Their stuff's fantastic. That, and they love neon just as much as I do. I've also been working on the sock for my dad. This is coming along very nicely. I'm almost completed 15 rounds of ribbing, which takes me to that 1 inch mark that he and I discussed. I think I'm actually going to take it up to 20 rounds of ribbing, just so that there's that little bit extra. And then from there, I will be able to cast on, excuse me, cast on the second sock. But if we're going to be playing, well, if Scott's going to be playing God of War, I'm probably going to move on. Like, I'll finish the ribbing and I will cast off, but I probably won't cast on the next one tonight until much, much later when he's not playing God of War, because I actually really enjoy watching the game that we're working through. And when I'm crocheting, I can't watch and crochet. I haven't learned that skill yet. I can knit and watch, like not look at my knitting, but I can't do it when I'm crocheting. But I don't think I would be able to do the toe increases without messing up. So I will finish the 20 rounds on the cuff, and then I will cast off, and then I think I will move on to something else, either the hooded shawl cardigan or the carved pullover, either of those two. But that is the plan. And then at some point tonight, Scott and I are going to cook dinner. We're going to have chicken curry, and then I'm probably going to get curled up early in bed and read my book. I'm officially halfway through. It's taken me a very long time to get to the halfway point. And then deal with tomorrow. I'm only in work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm off and I'm through in Edinburgh. So that will hopefully make the vlog a little bit more exciting next week. We will see. But I don't have much on during the week. In case you hadn't already picked up on that, because I work from home as well. There's not very much excitement throughout my week. But that's my life. I like it. If I didn't, I'd have changed it. But yeah. A nearly finished sock. I will either check in later or I will see you tomorrow.